I guess that the three major findings from that C-suite study of 2015 can be mentioned. First of all, it's all about the new competition. Second of all, this is about building the ecosystem around innovation. And the third one is the paradigm of the new business model. Touching shortly this basis, the new competition is something that is showing everybody that the current competition is not what it used to be. We have to be very careful in looking at how the new entrants, how the new companies that were not existing on the market are really biting us in the new type of engagements on the market. Secondly, we have to look in this journey for the feedback and for the inspiration for innovation that is not coming only from the inside of the organization, but also from the outside world, from the partners, from the liaisons, also from the competition sometimes we have to observe them, but most of all from our clients, because they are the best sources telling us straightforward what should be the next point in the agenda of the innovation. The new business models and the business models innovation is much more important than the product innovation. Currently, the product innovation that has been driving the businesses for many years is going to be replaced by the new types of business models that are going to emerge and are hitting the markets along the industries and along the client sets. The new competitors, these are those smart and agile guys who are coming from nowhere, and usually they are using a very disruptive type of technologies while entering the market, and they are entering the market from a very low end of the value chain, which is very hard to spot for the usual players, for the usual providers. So those new competitors, they are completely in a digital world, or most of them are in the digital world with the new business models. And we are living in a digital world which does not know barriers or borders. So specifically for Lithuania, the Lithuanian businesses acting in a new business model can also be triggered here and be established here in a normal way, like elsewhere in the world. There is no limits here. So on the other hand, the traditional businesses in Lithuania have to be very careful and has to be really very annoyed about these new competitors. They are coming from the outside, from the other corner of the world, and they can invade also the territory, which apparently seems to be closed or somehow limited to their own devices. Yeah, the new invaders, the term invaders is here very, very accurate, because those are very aggressive entities. They are, as I said, using very disruptive technologies. They do not have a legacy infrastructure. They are using the infrastructure which is owned by someone else. So they have a very low entry point to the market. The idea that is behind the business model is so aggressive so that they are simply able to eliminate, in a worst case, also the traditional players. So this is what new invaders are all about. The second thing is the panoramic perspective. This is what I said is very much hooked into the ecosystem which the businesses are operating. The panoramic perspective gives the businesses the opportunity to look beyond the traditional borders and see and look for the feedback and reach for the inspirational things around the ecosystem, around the partners, around the clients. And this panoramic perspective is a sine qua non condition in order to deploy any kind of the business model that is aligned with the new challenges on the market. Being first means whenever you are trying to deploy any business model, you have to ask yourself a simple question. Am I first on the market with this business model, or am I just a follower? And obviously the answer should be yes. And only those type of business models where you are first and you are trying and you are really being first on the market are the best. You have to be the best in a longer perspective. And being the best means for me to be the first for a longer period of time. And that's it.